the Batman. Sensational, gritty, bloody, gory, spine-chilling, absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Matt Reeves, for finally giving us a sensational, extremely brilliant DC movie. This is the best Batman that I've seen in a very, very long time, and another brilliant DC movie. Now, I can't get into too much detail about the Batman because it's one of those films you have to walk in knowing nothing. The trailer gives you a little bit. What we've got from it so far is that the Batman, this is the origin story of Bruce Wayne without, thank God, the Wayne's murder. Now, how many times, what I liked about Reeves is the fact he completely missed out the Wayne's murder because we've seen it that many times. I'm so glad I did not walk in and see the Waynes getting destroyed, getting killed again. Because I've seen that God knows how many times. So it was really great to finally see, you know, the Batman already Batman, but the city trusting him and accepting him as the Batman. In the story, he is after, as we know, the masked man who is wrapping people in duct tape and sending riddles, yes, that's right, riddles to Batman. Basically playing him on this cat and mouse game, where the Riddler does. And the film, the Batman, includes the villain known as the Riddler. Now, there are a lot of speculation thinking, is this guy actually the Riddler? He is. I can't tell you why, but he is the Riddler, and you'll see it starts to lead up, so stay with it when you watch it, because it may not look like the Riddler, but I promise you, it's the Riddler, and when you find out who's playing the Riddler, oh wow, he's spectacular. What I like about the actor that plays the Riddler, because I can't reveal it because that's the big mystery of the film, he has got the character bang on. The arc representation of the character in the film is absolutely brilliant. It's like he's actually looked at the comic books and taken some from the games and some from the DC universe and managed to create the perfect persona of the Riddler, just as good as Jim Carrey did in Batman Forever. Because we've had so many Batmans before, Batman Forever, Dark Knight, Batman Begins, and how many times do we see the Waynes getting killed? All the time. So it's really great to not see that, and he's a great blooming Riddler. And basically, during the case, he is looking for the Riddler because the Riddler is attached to a case that Batman is working on. But during that, he runs into Selina Kyle. Now, Selina Kyle is attached to this movie because she is connected to what Batman is investigating. Within the city of Gotham, he's trying to stop the Riddler with his master plan of something that's going to devastate Gotham. And he's trying to obviously save Gotham while getting the city to trust him because there's a bit of untrustworthy issues. And it also brings in the symbolism of showing people a reveal of information in a clever way to turn them against the people they're supporting, which is very clever within this film, and that's all I'm giving you. It is absolutely fantastic. Never have I ever thought I would utter the words, Robert Pattinson is a brilliant Bruce Wayne. He doesn't say much, he doesn't have to. His persona of Bruce Wayne is spectacular. He gets the same kind of grievance Bruce Wayne who's dealing with his parents' death, taking over this family fortune, trying to protect the city from corruption that is going off in Gotham. But he's also trying to deal with everything. You've got an emotional, depressed Bruce Wayne. Meanwhile, Alfred is trying to get him to take on his father's position and bring the Wayne name back into power and back into good representation. But Bruce is not bothered about that. And you can see this sort of maze of acceptance that he goes through within this film. And it's very, very clever. So Robert Pattinson is fantastic. He's spectacular. His persona as Batman is great. He gets the Batman character spot on. Also, he doesn't have to say the name Batman. He just represents it, which is fantastic. I can't wait to see what they do more with this. Because I will say there's not an end credit sequence in this film, but there is a special look at the end that does connect to the future of Batman. And it's very clever. Please, for the love of God, get this man to direct more DC films. In my opinion, he's just saved DC. And it's fantastic. It's amazing. Zoe Kravitz plays Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman. Not only is she a brilliant actress, but she's also fantastic chemistry with Robert Pattinson. And what I like about it is the fact that, she's got a story as well, but she's going on this journey. You see a lot of the bat and the cat, because in the comics there was a lot of multiplaying sort of teamwork between the bat and the cat, and you see that a lot in the film. And she's also got, she's sort of trying to deal with herself, and what's really clever is they go a lot into Selina Kyle's life, and not too much, but just enough for you to care about the character, which is fantastic. You've also got Colin Farrell, who plays the Penguin. Yes, there is not just one Batman villain in this, but what I also like about this film is there's different Batman villains that are revealed in this film. And that's what I love. It's not just one film with one villain. There's multiple villains, as a comic book film should be. Colin Farrell's representation of the Penguin is great. He is creepy, scary, and has got the persona, again, of the comics. And I'm very, very impressed of what they've done with him. His talking to the actors is fantastic. What I love is his chemistry, his persona of the psychopathic leader, well, kind of leader of the Iceberg Lounge, which is included in this film. There's also other villains in this as well. I can't tell you who because it's in the film and I don't want to spoil it, but let me say there's one villain in this film that you haven't seen in Batman in a while, and the representation of the villain is fantastic. They stick really well to the comics and bring Batman back to its former glory that it was. And I'm so impressed. It's like watching those old movies you used to watch with all the other Batmans. And it's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. I also like Jeffrey Wright as Gordon. His character and his chemistry with Bruce Wayne is fantastic because you sort of see the teamwork very well revealed in the film, and the back and forth between Robert Pattinson and Jeffrey Wright works very well within the storyline. It's brilliant. And then you've got Andy Serkis as Alfred. Again, I never thought I'd see him as the butler of Wayne Manor, but he's actually brilliant. He is spectacular. His fathership and guardianship towards Robert Pattinson, and you see that sort of father-son bond within the film that works really well within the script, and it's fantastic. This film is not for children, it is for your adults. Go out and enjoy yourself with this. Me and my mates, Luke and Simon, absolutely loved this. It was fantastic. There is some great action scenes. It's very gritty. Some of the victims that the Riddler tortures will make you queasy. There is a fair amount of sort of very creepy moments that will just spine chill you when you're watching it. But it's supposed to be. And thank God Matt Reeves made this a 15, because it is a 15 and it's supposed to be a 15 because this is about corruption and the story of Batman in Gotham. It's supposed to be dark. It's supposed to be gory. It's the darkest DC comic in the DC universe. And it is brilliant. It is incredible. What I also love is the symbolism of the Batman in this film that kind of goes well with the scene it's portraying. I'm trying to say that in little words as possible because I really, really don't want to spoil this. There's a lot of corruption in this that is seen in the Batman comics. I love the sort of very brutalized action that looks very realistic. It is gritty, it is realistic, it is very natural within how it works together. I love the climax, the twists of this film, and the revealed connection that links the Riddler to the case to the Batman works so well that no one sees it coming. And everyone in the cinema, the reaction was brilliant. This is DC at its finest. Please, for goodness sake, can you give Reeves more of these DC films? Because he knows how to direct a Batman film. And it is absolutely brilliant. I love the sort of chemistry between most of the characters. It's very scary at points. My girlfriend will not watch it because there is one scene that really does freak her out. And it's sort of like a cat and mouse game between Batman and the Riddler. It's like a chess match. You see the king move towards the queen, and the queen moves towards and then it's checked, and then like everyone's like, oh my god, where's this going next? It is very, very clever. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, Batman is incredible. I haven't got a single bad thing to say about this film. It is amazing. There is different villains in it. It leads to the future of Batman, and you'll be shocked with who's in this movie because you won't see them coming. You won't know they're in it. The cast is so hushed, you don't know who's in it, and that's what's clever about it. The Batman is is stupendous. It is amazing. It is what Batman should be. So for all those reasons, I'm going to give the newest Batman DC film starring Robert Pattinson 5 stars. So if you've not gone to see the Batman yet, please go to the cinema on your day off and go and watch this film. It is a must-see movie, okay? Everyone will love this. I was hesitant at first when I first heard that Robert Pattinson was playing Batman, because I was like, really? Edward from Twilight? Can he pull off a Bruce Wayne? Yes, he can. He is brilliant. So please go watch this. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week. And if you want to see any more of my videos, then please subscribe to my channel, Movie Madness. Thanks for watching. See you later.